forget these jobs. Forget these jobs. I'll never forget when I was working at this one job, right? It was a regular 9 to 5 at like a beauty parlor, whatever. I was getting paid, and I was a manager, getting paid, guess how much? $14 an hour. Disrespectful. But anywho, I was getting paid that much as a manager. And as a manager, I was in charge of counting how much money we made each hour. I'm looking each hour, $500, $600. At the end of the day, $2,000 was made that day. And then I'm looking at my paycheck like I didn't even touch 1,000. And I worked at least 30 hours. And then I'm thinking, this is a chain company. There's multiple of these stores. There's multiple of these stores everywhere. Just think about how much money. If this store made 2,000, what about the next store? Then the next store. These CEOs are making millions of dollars sitting on their ass. They not working as hard as I was working. Man, I remember my feet were hurting. Because you know, these jobs, you're not allowed to sit down. Oh, you sitting down? You can't do that. You're being lazy. I can't sit down. Anywho, they're getting paid and not even doing a morsel of the work we're doing. Not even a morsel of the physical work that we're doing. Matter of fact, I don't even think they even seen what the stories even look like. But yet I was getting paid chump change. $14 an hour as a manager. Disrespectful. Why are we settling? I was literally looking at my other manager, and this was the day I got fired anyway. I was looking at her, I'm like, so she was like, okay, if our store is in the yellow, that means we're not good. But if it's in the green, that means it's good. I'm like, okay, if it means it's in the green, what do we get? Oh, we get more hours. I'm like, we don't get more pay? She looked at me crazy, like, how dare you look for more pay? She was like, no, you get more hours. I'm like, so you telling me we've been running around just to get more hours, not more pay? And she looks at me like, why aren't you so happy? I'm like, they're allowed to give us more money. She's like, it's not possible. I'm like, if they're capable of cutting our hours and cutting our pay, they're optional and they got the power to give you more money. Like, she convinced herself so well to believe that these million-dollar CEOs, the people that are up the top of the ladder, the people that never even seen what the stores even look like, they don't even know our names, she thinks it's not possible for them to give us more money. Ain't that crazy? Like, what sense does that make? Obviously they can give you more money. What about striking? Oh, we're not a union. Did I ask if we were a union or not? Did I ask if we were a union or not? I never asked that. Why do we convince ourselves, right? Why do we convince ourselves that the things that we want is unattainable? Why do we always settle or convince ourselves in a delusional way that it would not work out? How? Literally how? These people are making money while we're sleeping, and yet we're busting our ass, working jobs that don't even pay us. Don't even pay us. Working this hard, and yet things are not even connecting. How, Sway? How? I refuse to work for a job that's not working for me. I was taught to give 2-week notices. Oh, the reason I got fired because she was a pregnant manager, right? She was almost due. And she made me do all the work while she sat in the back, did nothing. So this day, I was like, I'm doing my job. I'm doing my workload. You can do your own. Okay? And I only felt that way because she was a dick. She was an a-hole. Like, she didn't care. I would have to ask for my break, and when I did, she gave me attitude. I'm like, oh. So she just fired me, and I was like, oh, okay. I cussed her ass out. I'm not lying. I really did. I really went in, cussed her out. I spoke my mind. Did I feel great? Absolutely. I felt 10 pounds lighter. Like, I felt great. I felt great. I was getting degraded constantly. She was giving me weird looks, practically trying to have a power trip over me because she was intimidated by me. I'm tired of working for these jobs that are not working for me. I'm tired of dealing with coworkers that I don't like, dealing with customers that are rude, being in a retail store with music I can't stand. The lighting hurts my eyes. My feet are sore because I'm not allowed to sit down. My breaks are literally a chump change, are literally a blink. Just me sitting on the chair. Oop, gotta get back to work. No. Why would I ever? What makes me... These people that are born into money get jobs made for them. These people that have the right connections get jobs made for them. They get squeezed in to jobs, to workplaces. And you're thinking that you gotta settle for a 9-to-5 that doesn't even pay you well? How? Why are you convincing yourself that? We're in 2025. People are literally getting paid to watch video games. I get it. It's oversaturated. Everybody's doing it. Well, everybody getting a 9-to-5, but that didn't stop you. I get it. A 9-to-5 is easy. It's simple. There you go. Not easy, but simple. My bad. It's simple. Gotta show up at this time, leave at this time, work this many hours. You know how much money you're gonna get paid at the end of the day. Well, I'm sorry. Every 2 weeks. And that's another thing. If you work every day, why don't you get paid every day? That's not how that works. Why isn't that how that works? Why every 2 weeks and not every week? At least every 7 days. That makes way more sense. Why should you ever finish a week and not get the money in your hands? Why not? Literally, why? Now, I'm not saying that content creation and making videos is the easy way to make money. I'm not saying that. It's not. But at the same time, it's a lottery system. You can make one video and you might think to yourself, it's just a regular video. Post, boom, it blows up. That's how I felt with the video of me explaining how corn messed up my life and how I healed from the addiction. I thought I was gonna get maybe like max 1,000, pushing it 10,000 views. That video got 58,000 views. 58,000 views. That video gave me my first YouTube paycheck. I decided to be vulnerable. I decided to put myself out there. I decided to forget how others perceive me, because others perceiving me doesn't get me paid, okay? Them watching, interacting, and hearing what I have to say, that gets me paid, right? I couldn't give less than 2 F's. Less than 2 F's what people think about me, because at the end of the day, they're not paying me. Okay, so it doesn't matter. So post that video, get on here, just share your life. Times is changing. Times are truly changing. You can literally sit up here, talk about your day, talk about how much you hate your job, your boss, how much you want things to change, talking about how the state of economy is messing you up. Just be honest. People want to see real stuff now. Give the people what they want to hear. Like, people are getting laid off for no reason. Times are changing in front of our very eyes. It's just up to you to realize that. Right now is a great opportunity to start being creative and posting your music, your art, your passion, fashion, all the things that make you happy. Right now is a great time. It is a beautiful and great opportunity to do it now, because times are changing. The world wants to see more authenticity. They don't want to see a perfect smile and a beautiful background all the time. Talking about, this is my 5th Birkin that I bought this day. You know, like, they don't care. People don't care about that. Would you watch something like that? Okay, then. People want to watch stuff that they actually could relate to, that can actually feel. When they hear it, they're like, I felt that. People want to hear that. Because people are sick and tired of the BS. I know you're sick and tired of the BS. That's why you clicked on this video. Because I'm tired of it too. I love talking about being more authentic and choosing the life that you want. But I'm here to tell you, just because you choose that life does not mean it's going to give you the thing that you want automatically very soon. You got to be patient for that. Being your own boss, it takes a while before the money comes circling in, you know? And that's okay. That is okay. And if that means get a side gig to support yourself, go at it. But just know that that job that you hate, what makes you think it's gonna ever give you a financial breakthrough? And I'm not trying to be negative or anything like that, but right now, $20 an hour is not enough. Okay, I'm just saying that. I really am. Because I know people that are getting paid $22 an hour, they still struggling. So it's like, what's going on? You know, like, what, just do what you need to do. Just do what you need to do. And that gut feeling that you have to quit your job and start your passion, or that gut feeling you have of just like, this is not right for me, listen to it. Your body talks to you every single second of the day. It's just up to you to listen. You don't listen to yourself, why do you think other people listen to you? Of course people will have something to say the moment you quit your job. People always got something to say. People always got criticism, but never solutions. People always have the diagnosis, but never the antidote. Who cares what people got to say? People always think they know what they would do in your situation, but they would never even think about how it feels to be in your situation, to how it would be in your shoes. They think it's easy. They could even survive a day in your shoes, but yet they think they know how to run a marathon in them. Please. Please. If I were you, you wouldn't do shit. You wouldn't do shit. Take your power back, take your life back, and you get to decide what you want in your life. If you were to pass on the next day, would you look back at your life and be satisfied for all the decisions that you made? You don't make good or bad decisions, you just make decisions. And it's up to you what you want your outcome to be and which timeline you want to live in. Do you want to thrive? Or do you want to just be stuck and survive? The choice is yours. Thanks for watching. Comment down below your thoughts. Stay resilient, stay honest, stay authentic, and stay patient. Reflection. Stay beautiful. Reflection. Thanks for having time with Tatiana the Optimist. I'm out.